Good day everyone, I'm Xenoblade Blaze, and welcome back to episode number 35 of the Tripoint podcast with Kinunners and myself.
So unsure with that end.
Sorry?
Like end?
What, how do you mean?
End? When you said end in the intro, you're like end. Like you sounded horribly unsure whether or not you had to say the second part of that.
I don't know why I was spacing it out. I was having fun. Anyway. Little things to discuss first. Anything? Let's go.
I don't think so.
Nothing? Nothing little? I have a little thing. The Mario and Luigi Brothership reviews have dropped.
Oh, okay.
And they're all pretty favourable, except from IGN, who gave it a 5 out of 10.
Is IGN ever favourable?
I don't know. I think it's funny though.
It is funny.
What I understand is like people up in arms about it and all that sort of thing.
No.
Anyway, what would we like to discuss first?
Let's go over Halo.
Halo. Oh, great things.
Yes.
Halo 2 things. Lots of Halo 2 things.
I haven't been on Infinite in so long.
I mean, this looks like a pretty substantial update for Infinite.
It does.
I do not have the time, however, yet.
Yeah.
This new weapon, though. I'm gonna call it the mask. I know it's the MA5K.
Is it just...
Sorry?
Is it just an SMG?
I think it's a variant of the AR. I think.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Because what was it? The MA5K? Is that what it's called?
Actually, yeah, it looks like a variant of the AR, yeah. It looks like a variant of the AR with a battle rifle.
Because I think the AR is the MA5B.
Okay.
I think.
That might be what it is.
Therefore, yeah,
It's a cross
think
between an AR and a battle rifle.
Yeah, MA5K Avenger, the Avenger. It's very...
Call it the Avenger.
Yeah, it does kind of look like a battle rifle crossed with like an AR. And it's like, I think that's what the BR was actually meant to be originally in Halo 2.
Oh.
Kind of like that. Or you're able to like switch it between it's like 3-1 and then like it's fully automatic one like this.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me, it kind of looks like Locke's weapon from Halo 5. Like his BR.
It does a little bit.
Anyway, how do you feel about... Oh, you got a bunch of Halo 2 maps coming in.
Yeah.
They look nice.
That's good.
Infinite's Forge always does really well with things. Third person view.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, is it only for the firefight?
I think at the moment, or Forge, I guess you can add it to Forge.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something else in Forge updates. The Forge attribution. How does that work?
What does that even mean?
I'm assuming it means like it has something to do, well, exactly that. How like it attributes who makes the stuff, and maybe you can like add other people who help.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
It's a crediting system.
Yeah, basically. You got all the nice new armors. The
Yeah.
Arbiter. The Arbiter armor.
Yeah.
Or the Helio Skrill, I believe it is. However, like it looks like the Arbiter.
I gotta say, it does look kind of weird
I mean,
as a Spartan armor.
I was about to say, I mean, it is someone wearing, like a person wearing.
Yeah, it's like, I know that's not how that's supposed to look.
I think it's neat that they went ahead and did that though.
Yeah.
And then you got the
What
other
is
one,
happening
which
with
is
that
like,
middle armor?
the one that's like, sorry.
What is happening with that middle armor? What is up with the helmet there?
It's meant to be. It's based on the half jaw, the one who has like he's missing some of his mandibles.
Oh, it is too. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, that's what it's meant to be. It's like white elite armor, which I like it. I think it looks neat.
Yeah, I think it's just that bit of the helmet just looks really weird.
Yeah, and then that Halo 2 Anniversary looking armor that looks like it's ripped straight out of the cutscenes from Halo 2 Anniversary. My gosh.
Yeah, it really does.
How did they do it? Looks amazing. It looks better than the base like chief armor in the
does.
game. Like when you're actually playing. Like
It really does.
that-
I don't know if that's sad or not.
Oh, it looks great. I'm not sure the guy with the black on top of the helmet is though. That wasn't a Halo 2 thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Last I
keep
checked, at
changing
least
it.
that wasn't a Halo 2 thing.
They keep changing it.
Otherwise, no. Oh, it looks good.
Yeah, that does look nice.
And then I think my helmet's back in the exchange for a while or something. And
I think that's what it is.
yeah, because they keep showing this guy who's using my helmet.
Yeah.
And then they try to do it kind of like a red versus blue almost, like
They
machinima,
did.
which is something that you don't usually see, and it's nice to see.
It worked.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Oh golly. Yeah, no. Halo 2's anniversary though, 20 years old.
Yes.
That makes me feel old because it's younger than me. Oh my gosh. I believe is it the Halo 2's, yeah, the Halo 2 has its own like sniper variant coming in as well.
Does it?
I think that's further on. It's like at like a minute roughly.
Oh, okay.
Like 59. Yeah, it's like
Oh, yeah, okay.
it's like a skin, not a
Yeah.
like a model. That's what it is. Yeah, no, very looks good though.
Why are they talking about Johnson?
Oh, because they're talking about the rock. He shares a rock.
Oh.
Do you not know that quote?
I actually don't.
Oh, it's in Halo 2,
don't think.
there's a part where you get the scorpion, and they're like, how are we gonna take out the scarab? And Johnson's like, back in my day, all we had was like 2 sticks and a rock, and we had to share the rock.
Oh, yeah. That's right. That quote. I forgot about that entirely.
Such a Johnson line.
It is.
Yeah, no, I can't believe Halo 2 is 20 years old.
It is. It is indeed.
Oh, it makes me feel.
Halo 1's even older.
It is. It's 23 years old. 23 years old in like, I think it's like, what's today? The 6th when we're recording this?
Yeah.
Like 5 days, it'll be like 23, I believe.
Yeah.
I think it's like the 11th of November off memory.
Something like that.
Oh golly. And that means in 2 years, Halo CE anniversary
We get the double anniversary.
for his 25th anniversary.
Exactly.
Because that's it, they seem to be wanting to do the remake of it. Therefore, okay.
Yeah, just because.
Oh golly. Anyway, yeah, no, that looks good. I don't know if I'll have time to get into Halo Infinite to do that again. However, it's fine.
It looks nice though.
Alrighty, which one next?
Oh. Let's go with the music.
The music? Nintendo music?
Yeah.
It's great.
Spotify 2.0.
It's Nintendo Spotify with lots of
With
different little
Nintendo
features that I really like the spoiler one.
That one's interesting, actually.
I feel like that's such a good feature.
I saw that and I was like, wow.
Oh golly, very excited. And then like you can extend it, which is nice because a lot of game music is like longer.
Yeah.
Extendable music. Animal Crossing has like way too many songs as well, but I understand on
Oh,
that.
I was gonna say I haven't looked at it. Like I don't have it myself, so I haven't.
I think you need NSO to sign in,
Okay.
and we can't afford the family plan yet. We'll get there.
Yeah. What's new?
We'll get there one day. I haven't actually signed into it. I've got the app downloaded. I haven't signed into it though.
Oh, okay.
It looks funny though. I like it. Yeah. Oh golly. And then like I'm hoping that they'll add some more obscure games as well, and maybe get some third parties in as well. Maybe Sega throw some things in.
I mean, they have Nintendogs in there.
Yeah, I was surprised that they had Pokemon in there.
Yeah.
Because usually the Pokemon company is like, no, you're never getting anywhere near our stuff.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, get out.
Yeah,
I guess they're okay with the music, though.
Was it only Sword and Shield or something?
I have no idea.
That's in it. It's very odd if it is, however, yeah. Oh?
The Wii channel music's there?
Yeah, I saw that.
That's amazing.
Like, that is like one that's like, okay, what? There's such an odd
No,
thing.
you have to have that.
Yeah, exactly. It makes me hope that they like put all sorts of different other musics in and all sorts of things. That makes sense, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
that's great.
Oh, God, yeah, no. At the moment, there's only like 23 or 24 or something. I know they added like Mario Wonder at one point recently. Something.
Yeah.
My biggest problem with it is why is there no Switch version of the app?
I don't know.
I don't, like, it's fine being a phone app. However, like, if I'm sitting here editing or something like that, I'd rather have my Switch, like, on my big speakers or something.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Listening to it. I could make... Oh, that'd be nice. No, it's not a thing. And it makes me sad. I do like that, like, they,
No, it isn't.
have, like, themed playlists
Yeah, that's good.
for, like, different
And
characters.
multiple different
and
stuff too.
boss battles and things. Yeah. Yeah, it's not like, like genre, like on Spotify, where it's like,
Yeah.
things to make you happy, or sad songs.
I mean, they have that too, but
Yeah, how about like there's things like you specifically have like a Bowser playlist that has all his themes and different thins relating to Bowser.
yeah, you don't have to specifically make those playlists yourself anymore.
Yeah, it's neat. I really like that, and it kind of makes me hope that there will be especially with the Wii menu one there, that there'll be like a Mario movie playlist,
Oh,
or like the Mario movie soundtrack at
Maybe.
least would be added to the,
I imagine it would.
because that'd be neat, and then we can listen to some of those cut songs that weren't in the movie,
Yeah, exactly.
and replaced with 80s generic songs. Oh golly, typical.
It's
Yeah.
normal.
I like that I think it's like the only, oh no, it's Scarlet and Violet that they have in there. Yeah, not Sword and Shield.
Oh,
The only
okay.
Game Boy Advance one that I can see at least is Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait for Engage's soundtrack to be on there, because Engage's soundtrack
And I
is
was
the
gonna
best.
say they have Roy's.
Yeah. Engage's soundtrack is like the best Fire Emblem soundtrack. Is that a no?
Yeah. I don't know.
I think it is.
You think it is.
I do think it is, indeed.
It is good.
Oh golly. Is Mario Kart in there? I didn't see. Is Mario Kart in there? Mario Kart
I don't
8?
know.
Because like that's a lot of songs. If there's
Oh, true.
that's a lot of good music, especially study music. There's a lot of Zelda and a lot. Oh yeah, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is there. You see, Tamagotchi Life stuff's there.
Yeah.
Out of all things, does it even have music?
Yeah, it does.
That's not sung by the Mii's.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So say Tamagotchi as well. Tomodachi. I know what I meant. What I don't
Oh,
understand,
goodness.
right, is with Alamo and everything like that.
Yes.
Why is this not built into Alamo?
I was thinking that myself. I was like, why can't you just use this? Like, use the soundtracks off of this?
Yeah. I don't understand. It makes a lot more sense. I like how, like, Nintendo seem to
Dunno.
be doing this weekly thing at the moment. First we had Alamo, then
know.
Xenoblade Chronicles X, and then Nintendo Music.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see
they
what's
just
next
wanna
week.
drop
It might be
their little
Nintendo
things,
bath
you know?
bombs yet. We'll find out.
Nintendo doorbells.
I say next week, like tomorrow. Nintendo doorbells. Oh, that's great. Yeah. Oh gosh, Nintendo Music. Do you think they could have come up with a more creative name?
I mean, what else would you call it though?
Nintendo Symphony.
Nah, I'd call it Nintendo Melody then.
Melody. Melody, Nintendo Melody.
Make a theme song for it.
Yeah. I wonder if there's like a computer version.
I don't know.
Anyway, yeah, that was Nintendo Music. Now, Xenoblade.
Yes,
Xenoblade Chronicles X.
the one everyone wanted.
Did they? I never
For
heard anyone talking
Donkey's
about it.
use. Apparently, a lot of people really, really wanted it.
I feel like I never hear anyone like. I thought everyone
know.
literally completely forgot about Chronicles X. To
I
be honest
was
with you.
reading in the comments, and yeah, so many people were like, "This is the game everyone's wanted forever" from the Wii U. I was like, "Is it?"
Where were they when it was on the Wii U?
I mean, yeah, it's Xenoblade, but like, huh?
What it does mean though is every Xenoblade game, like every
on
Xenoblade
the
Chronicles
Switch.
game at least, is on the Switch. Yeah,
Yep,
that's
they're
pretty
all
neat.
there. Bring out a collection.
The Xenoblade collection. My gosh, can you imagine how big that would be?
Isn't it their anniversary next year? Why wouldn't that? They should just do that instead.
Yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles the collection, and it's like a 4K version of each of the games on the Switch too.
Oh, could you imagine?
The same comes out next year as well, at the same year that Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition comes out.
Yeah. No, maybe that's what they need to do for their 20th instead.
Wait, what actually is there? Like, anniversary?
I think it's the 15th next year
15th of what though? Like Chronicles? Or.
for Xenoblade Chronicles.
Because you had
in general.
Xenosaga before Xenoblade.
I think it's for Chronicles.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably for Chronicles. I'm pretty sure Xenosaga is like the same. I might be completely wrong. Have we? Oh golly. Yeah, no. One thing about this game though, my gosh, it looks like it runs better
Yeah.
than the Wii U version, which had like 12 gigs of patches to run it. I'm very surprised at how well they've got it running on the Switch.
Yeah. As far as I can tell, next year is the 15th anniversary for Chronicles.
Okay,
I
are you
think,
looking it
is
up?
What it is. Yeah.
Where does Xenosaga fall? Is that made by Monolith Soft?
It didn't come up on my search. So I have to look at it. When was that made?
Ages ago? Very long time ago?
Yeah.
Da, 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 da.
Come on.
Who was it made by?
What? Why does no one have the date? What?
Does anyone know who it's made by? Yeah?
Sorry?
Yeah, does anyone have who it's made by?
The developers?
I'm trying to.
Is-
I simply want to know. Is
is
Xenosaga
Monolith?
made by Monolith as well? Is Monolith? Yeah. Okay, I thought it was.
Yeah, it is Monolith.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's before it. I know that much.
Yeah. I know.
don't
It's
know
definitely
when.
before it.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know if it is
I
it
don't
on
know when.
NSO.
I don't know.
Hmm. Anyway,
But yes, I believe it's the 15th anniversary of Chronicles.
the Chronicles stuff. Okay. Because how does
Next
Chronicles
year.
X even tie in to the other Chronicles
I
games?
haven't the slightest clue, to be honest.
Does it tie in? Like,
I have no idea.
it seems very different. It seems like a black sheep, like compared to the rest of
It's
them.
like, you can tell it's Xenoblade,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
Well, because like generally with the Chronicles games, at least from with 1, 2, the other part of 2, that's a whole different game, and 3, they're like the main characters live on the more, I guess, fantasy side as opposed to the technology side.
Yeah.
Where in this game, it seems to be the other way around.
Honestly, it looks like a world building sim at the beginning. I don't know if that's an insult or not.
I mean, it kind of, I guess. There's a dog though. I mean,
There's a cat too.
or am I looking at the cat and it looks like a dog laying on its side? Oh, it's a cat.
I
Yeah.
think you're looking
Okay.
at the cat.
So I paused it right at the spot where you could only see underneath its chin,
Oh.
and it looked like a Shiba laying on its side.
I was like, wait, what? That's a cat. Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely a cat. It reminds me of, I don't know why looking at this. Looking at like this overhead view of like the little town, it reminds me of like the Transformers game on PS2.
I was just thinking it looks like Transformers turned into a game again.
That's exactly what it looks like.
It looks like Transformers mixed with Astral Chain, and they said, yeah, let's go with it.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna climb these buildings with Bumblebee.
And they have Brontosauruses, apparently.
Yeah.
The more
Maybe
you
it is
know.
a Transformers game. There's a lot of technology around here.
Maybe.
Look at all their electric cars.
Like, I knew they had weird mechs and stuff, but what?
Oh golly.
But hey, there's still not one there, so...
When like when you look at like this straight on, like this kind of looks like an early Xbox 360 game.
It really does.
Have you seen any of the comparisons online?
I have not, actually.
This game looks way better than what it used to.
Really?
And it doesn't look like that if you're looking at them separately.
Wait.
However, when you put them
Yeah.
together, my gosh, it looks way better.
You can tell, yeah.
Especially, I think the lighting has been changed a lot.
Yeah. Well, I
And,
imagine
lighting
it
always
would've.
helps. Like,
Yeah.
the biggest thing you can do to a game to make it look better is make the lighting more up to date.
Yeah. It helps a lot.
It's amazing because the Switch isn't that much more powerful than the Wii U. Like,
It's not really.
and this game seems
But
to
I
be
guess there's a
doing,
lot you can do to optimize.
yeah, and this game like destroyed the Wii U. Like,
It did.
meanwhile
That
on the
patch
Switch it's
said
like,
it
oh yeah. Well, what gets me though is the fact that the file size for this game is immensely smaller than the Wii U version.
Is it?
But I understand.
What did they take out?
I think they simply compressed it better.
Maybe.
And it's like, wow, okay. Either that means they didn't have time to do it all properly on the Wii U, or they've been doing this for a very long time.
Honestly, I'd probably say both, really.
Yeah, probably. Oh my gosh. 'Cause-
Probably a combination of both, I'd imagine.
Yeah. It has that same sort of like 360 look that Bayonetta has, I feel.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know
It's
what
got
it
that,
is.
like, it shouldn't be on this console. It doesn't look right on this. But it's here
Yeah.
anyway.
Is that not fun? I say the not fun.
There's no fun.
I mean, it does. It looks really good, to be honest.
It does.
And you get to play with some mechs.
Yeah.
Enough said.
I appreciate that the monsters look like actual monsters. One thing in Xenoblade, right,
Yeah.
is that when you
Yeah.
when you fight monsters, they actually look like weird monsters, and I appreciate it. There's
Yeah.
way too much stuff now that like tries and makes monsters, but they look like completely regular things, or they're just like, I don't know, a weird ball of goop that they try to make a monster,
Oh, look,
right?
yeah.
Whereas like Xenoblade is like, they actually
Yeah.
look like what they're supposed to.
Yeah. I think. Does this like? I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll find out in March next year. It's got a while. How like it
Yeah.
looks like it has a higher resolution than the base Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition.
I think it might just be. It's definitely got like a little bit higher,
Yeah.
but I think part of it may just be simple design changes that make it look
Yeah.
different.
Because there's like this game is like this is a very big game. Like there's a lot to it.
Oh yeah.
But I understand like from what I've heard at least because I've never played them. How like but I understand this is way bigger than like the first Chronicles.
Yeah, as far as I know, it is. I know
It's like,
everyone
okay.
like praises it for being like one of the best like
Other than
open
saying
world.
that, for some reason, like the first Xenoblade Chronicles is probably the worst running Xenoblade Chronicles on the Switch. Like 2 and 3, like 3
Yeah, it
looks
still
amazing.
runs okay.
Like, I meant like more resolution wise, not necessarily frame rate wise or anything.
Well, I mean, you can't fault a game that old, eh?
No, it doesn't worry me. It worries a lot of other people.
That
I
doesn't
remember
bother me
when
at all.
Definitive Edition was like being like shown off, and like they were showing off that it like dips down to like 360p or something like that in the handheld because it needs to like keep the
Yeah,
performance high.
I don't know
and
this
everyone was
personally.
complaining because on the Wii it ran at a higher resolution or something. It's like
Right, okay, because I've been right, because I just finished the definitive edition,
yeah,
and I was playing it on handheld, and I can tell you right now, I didn't notice the difference.
yeah.
Maybe that's just me, because I'm used to lower quality stuff.
We're the type of people. We're not very big sticklers for modern day graphics. I feel like.
I genuinely couldn't tell. Like, there were parts where it, like, dipped in frame rate, and I was like, okay, here's just, like, a slightly laggier section with, like, more enemies or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, we're the type of people who will go back and watch, like, a 60s black and white show and not worry about it. We're not like the new type of people who are like, oh my gosh, you can't watch things in black and white. That's wrong.
So true. We sit there and we're like, I'll watch it in, like, 6 pixels in black and white, I don't care.
It's like, it's fine.
I'm like, I know who each character is, they've got their own voices, I'm fine.
Yeah. I know there's, like, an increasingly growing group of people who can't go back and play, like, N64 games because of how they look.
Oh, I know.
I'm like, if the game's fun, the game's fun. Like...
Exactly, like, it doesn't... You know? It doesn't bother me at all.
Exactly.
All the core elements are there, it's good.
This is like the like people complaining that Halo CE like looks like bad these days because it's a 2001 game. I'm like, no, leave it alone.
That is amazing for 2001. You leave that game alone.
Exactly. Leave it alone.
You actually take it and put it into context. That game is incredible. You leave it alone.
It's like I think Sonic Adventure as well is one of them.
Yeah,
They're always
that's the
like
other
that.
one.
People are like, "Oh, this game looks bad now." Like these
Like,
days,
it
it's
looks
like
so
it
bad.
came out in
Not the
1999, guys.
polygons. Why do they all look so hexagonal? Like, nah, really? I thought it came out in 2020.
1999. Like, leave it alone. It's okay.
Yeah, I can say as someone who's playing it on handheld, I couldn't tell the difference.
Really? Yeah.
But maybe that's just me.
Oh golly. Because I yeah. Who knows? I don't know. I'm the type of person who everyone's like, oh, the Switch 2's main screen needs to be 1080p. I'm like, does it though?
I don't care. It can be
720s are
480p
fine
and
for
I'd
that
still be
size.
delighted.
It doesn't matter that much. It can be 480p. I don't think it's gonna be that low.
No, but
I don't think they're gonna
The
step
point still
back,
stands.
considering both the Wii U and the Switch ones is like 720. Actually, what's the Wii U's 480? Maybe 480.
I don't know what the Wii U was.
Huh. We need to pull Breath of the Wild up on both of them and see what it does. On the
Oh,
gamepad
goodness.
and the Switch. Anyway. Oh god. Anything else to say about XDE?
Well, people are excited that the trailer's got over 1 million views. I'm not sure why that's too surprising. It's Xenoblade. It's bigger than people think it is, I think.
The trailer I'm looking at only has 7,772.
Wow.
5 away from 7,777.
Oh, you're looking at the other one, I think.
I'm looking at it through the Nintendo Australia account.
Yeah, I was looking at the American one. Same difference.
Oh
But
my
everyone's
God.
like, wow, it's so big in views. And I was like, it's Xenoblade. I didn't think it was that small.
Yeah. Well, apparently it features additional content and brand new story elements.
I mean, they all do that. In the
Yeah.
definitive editions, to be fair.
To be fair, the second game literally has like a whole like side game. Like,
Yeah,
not even a side story, like a
The-
side game that you can buy separately. Like,
yeah. The definitive
God.
edition has its own side story.
yeah.
As you
3
were
has
aware.
like the big DLC stuff.
Yeah, they all have new stuff.
Oh golly. Anyway.
Yeah, it's a mix between those two, and then the third type of comment is just
Yeah.
people going, "It's a regular Tuesday." What? What?
It's a regular Tuesday.
You dropped this on a random Tuesday. What do you?
Nintendo like it's like the Mario and Luigi's coming out tomorrow from when we're recording this.
Yeah,
It's a Thursday.
just a random day of the week, and they're like, "Yeah, this is fine."
They've
Nothing
Nintendo have been
special,
really
it's
good at
just-
doing that
Is
lately.
this drop?
Well, that's the other thing with Nintendo, right? Is they haven't been lately, at least. They haven't been keeping things for their like directs. I've noticed
They haven't actually.
they've literally been like out of the blue, like no announcement that they're going to make an announcement. Literally out of the blue, they're like,
just randomly drop something new.
"Here's a trailer for this game that's coming out." It's like, wait, what?
Huh?
I remember like,
God, it makes me really do a double take though, because like
Yeah,
I see
was
it and I'm
it-
like, "Are you sure?"
was it Origami King when it came out, where they like they had like a direct, and then like a week later they announced Origami King or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Like randomly on Twitter. It's like, what? Guys, what's happening here?
Oh goodness.
It's such a random thing. Do you think directs will slowly become a thing of the past and they'll have like little direct drops or something like that,
Probably.
like Minecraft stuff?
To be honest, I don't really mind that. I think it keeps more people like interested that way.
Yeah, everything seems to be going that way these days. Where you have to do little
Because,
tiny
like,
drops every.
That's the thing though, right? With the big ones, not necessarily in games, but just with the developers in general, is like having the big ones is like you've got to wait for ages. And like while that can be interesting in itself, if you don't get anything of interest in that, it's kind of just like, gotta wait for the next one then.
And then the other problem with the big
Whereas,
ones
like-
as well is like, there's oftentimes a game that will overshadow every single other game.
That too, and then everyone just kind of completely ignores the rest of it.
Yeah.
Whereas like, if they drop it in the little pieces that they are right now, it's like, everyone can get their little bit of information that they want.
There's like, yeah, there's like two sides of the coin, because obviously having something bigger as well means like you get hyped, like really hyped for something big,
Yeah,
like the big
like
ones.
you get excited.
And it's really good for
You're
us
like, "What's
because we can sit here and speak about a whole direct for like 50 minutes. And
Yeah. I don't know. There's positives and negatives of both of them.
Anyway,
really.
something I forgot to mention last week as well, that I didn't tell you about even after we finished recording. I forgot to. Resin.
Resin?
Minecraft are adding resin.
Like epoxy resin?
Yeah.
Why?
It grows on the trees where the hearts are for the creaking.
That's not...
Every time you
What?
damage like one of the actual creaking people looking things, it'll grow around the heart.
That's not how resin works.
And then you can take the resin and you can make like resin bricks and resin blocks.
Resin... They realize, like, most resin is clear, right? Unless you color it.
It's very orange.
So it's just sap.
It's kind of, and you can like
It's
you can
just
place
amber
it
sap.
on like the walls and the ground, and you can have like a little orangey like gloop all over things.
Just call it tree sap. Come on now. That's not how resin works.
You may have to look it up because I don't think they released like a trailer or anything for it.
I gotta see. I gotta look this up now.
It's funny. Oh golly.
It literally just looks like amber. Just call it sap.
Oh golly.
Or amber. Call it sap or amber. Literally.
Well, I was thinking they should like make it into like as part of the fossil, like the the fossils in the
Yeah, the archaeological.
archaeology. That's
stuff.
the word I was trying to think of. Put it all into that as well, and then like maybe you can like
Yeah.
encase like things in it or something.
Well, because that's what I originally thought when you said resin. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
so we're gonna get a thing where we can just encase stuff, and then you're like, it's just orange sap, and I was like, what?
Well, that's what I was thinking they were gonna do, and then they simply made it into like every other block.
Amber. Yeah. Okay. I mean,
yeah, I do like that you can
cool,
place it on everything
but-
though. I want orange everywhere.
It looks like magma.
This is very bright. It kind of looks like jelly.
A little bit. I mean, that's what it looks like normally. So.
Yeah. Oh golly. I do want them to. I
mean-
do think they could do something a bit more with it though. Other than
It's
simply-
nice. I personally would have just called it amber.
Yeah. I think the only problem with calling it amber is if they released like an ore called amber at one point.
That's true. Call it sap then.
So. Oh my golly. Yeah, but I understand though they aren't. At least from what I've heard, at least they're not going to change the trees into willow trees.
Aww.
Sad face. They've added
You're just gonna have boring trees.
flowers.
Yeah?
They're like a white flower that like open up at night or something.
Oh. Okay.
I don't understand why they simply can't add black flowers, please. Like what? It's black flowers.
Please. Please. We're over
Yeah.
here crying over black dye.
Oh golly. Anyway, yeah, that's the Minecraft thing. I guess I could do my weekly discussion of Mario Party board.
Oh yeah.
We played Goomba Lagoon this time.
Okay.
It was a big old volcano with a Goomba face on it, and the tide kept coming in, and if you're down where the tide comes in, you get like picked up by Lakitu and taken back a bit.
Okay.
And there was like zip lines and things. I don't know. It was probably the most generic of all the boards. Like Mario Party boards have like it is like the first one really, I guess.
Yeah.
Need
I've
one.
got to have something generic for the first
Yeah,
one.
you need like one normal one, I guess. Oh golly. And then since it doesn't look I'm going to be able to get time to make a video on it. I think it's too far past anyway. I can finally talk about Sonic Cross Shadow Generations. Finally. It is amazing.
Yeah?
The Shadow Generations part. My gosh, it is simply Frontiers. Like,
Does it, like... We were talking about how it looks slower.
it is
Does
slower.
it work? Yeah, but, like, does it work with his moveset is the thing? Being slower?
I mean, it's not what I would prefer. However, I do think it works at the very least.
Okay.
It's a lot like again like Frontiers, where like a lot of the attack stuff is like slower and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Where like you can his homing attack is like his teleport one, therefore it's as slow as Frontiers. It's very slow homing attack. My gosh.
Oh, yeah.
And all that sort of thing. And then like
I suppose in a game like Generations, it's like... Yeah,
yeah.
interesting.
Like, because it's strange going from like base generation straight to it, and it's like these are two completely
Yeah.
different
it's like,
games.
wow, this is different.
like the shadow stuff like completely controls like Frontiers basically. All its goods and its bads.
Does it look like...
It looks amazing
better?
if there's any consolation.
Yeah.
It's probably the best Unleashed. I don't know. Normal generations, they touched it up a lot more than I thought they were going to. My gosh, the colors are vibrant. It actually hurts my eyes.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I ran through Green Hill and I'm like, this hurts. It's just green.
I've never seen planes so green before.
Everything's green. I can't see. Yeah. And then they've changed how the red rings work as well.
Oh.
Like they're in the same sort of place. However, like now you can like you actually see which one you pick up in the level. Like it's not like simply like you can see which one you're at, like number 3 or number 4 or something like that. Which
Wasn't that already a thing?
not in Generations. It was horrible in Generations. In Generations, you pick it up and it's like, which one have I got?
Yeah. Must be thinking of the ones after.
Frontiers and Colors do it that way.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Generations was mean for some reason, and I should know because I won 100% of Generations twice in the last month.
You did. Yeah. Yeah, you did.
Anyway, and then now there's like Chow that you can find throughout the stages in base Generations.
Oh.
There's like 3 Chow. Doesn't mean you get Chow Garden.
No, but the Chow exists.
And it explains why the Chow are now in that opening cutscene.
Oh, okay.
Makes more sense.
We have a reasoning for Chow now.
Oh, and you know how we were talking about how Omega wasn't in the opening cutscene or the ending cutscene?
Oh, yeah.
We'll get to that.
Oh, he exists?
He's not in base Generations, however, it explains because Shadow Generations, as we thought, takes place at the exact same time as the Sonic Generation stuff.
Yeah.
And turns out, Omega's with Shadow.
Yeah.
That's where he was.
Hey, I'm okay with that. Any chance for Omega to once again
Cubot and Orbot.
walk in and absolutely just dominate the entire area is fine.
Yeah. Orbot and Cubot are with Shadow as well.
Oh. Okay.
Because they weren't in normal Generations.
You talking about Cubot and Shadow is with Shadow?
Oh wait, yeah, because they have the same voice. I forgot about that.
Is it? I'm thinking right, it's Orbot.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Orbot. Yeah, they're trying to make a rocket ship, and Shadow finds like okay, yeah. What was I gonna say? You know how in Generations you have like the white void that you go left to right on?
Oh yeah.
To like the stages. Shadow's got that as well. However, it's like open world.
What?
It's like an open world white void.
That sounds way more interesting, actually. I'm gonna be honest.
That's because it controls like frontiers, which works better in the open world. You can do all sorts of fun tricks.
Oh, I never thought about that.
I didn't think they were gonna do. I didn't think that because I purposely didn't watch the trailers or anything.
Yeah, I didn't either. I didn't think of that.
And like it works the same as Generations, except in 3D. Like.
Yeah.
And like you get the music notes out of the challenge stages, and you have to go run after them, and just.
Yeah.
That was already the most frustrating part in Generations. It's even more frustrating now that they're in 3D and they won't let you homing attack them.
Is it worse now that it's 3D? Yeah. Sometimes it goes behind a block and you can't see it now.
Well, it has like a little thing above it, how it's like, sometimes it might go behind and you have to like go around and you run out of time because it's like,
yeah.
It's the most frustrating thing ever.
At least you're able to learn the pathway of it, I guess.
Yeah. Oh my god. And then like, yeah, you can, I guess. There's not as many challenge stages either. There's only like 4 per stage.
That's fine.
Which is like, compared to like, Generations. Like,
I'm okay with that.
There's 45 for each hedgehog in Generations altogether.
20 million.
Yeah. I know there's 45 for each hedgehog in Generations normal because I recently went through them all again.
Oh, goodness.
Oh my god. And then like, you can S rank. I don't know if you can in Generations, however in, like normal Generations, however in Shadow stuff, you can S rank while, like, getting taken out.
Really?
And I don't like that.
Well, I mean, I guess it makes sense for having slower, like, combat.
I always prefer S rank being like a perfect run thing though, like without losing anything. I mean, there's no lives.
Yeah.
There's not even lives in normal Generations now, and by what I can tell, there's no option to turn them back on.
Oh.
Which doesn't bother me, because I'm not a big fan of lives anyway. Have like...
I mean, yeah, it doesn't matter to me, but like...
There might be some people who
it's
want.
interesting.
Oh golly.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, and Gerald Robotnik's journal. The whole thing's already in. It's in Shadow's collection room.
Oh.
You know how like there's a collection room in normal generations that you go in. Shadow's got
Yeah.
a whole 3D one because he's special.
Shadow was special, okay?
And yeah, there's like the journal's in there. His motorbike's in there, and he can sit on his motorbike, and then you can look through his history that you unlock.
Oh, okay.
There's like a whole music box in there and all sorts in there, and characters. It shows off Omega
Interesting.
and Shadow.
Yes.
And everything, like all the menus, like the ending cutscene stuff where like you get the S rank and stuff like that. I feel like they got Atlas in to design it. It's basically Persona 5.
Really?
My gosh, it's extremely stylized. Like,
Oh, okay.
my gosh, it's stylized. I mean, it looks like Persona 5 because it's red and black, like Shadow. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, it is very. My gosh. At least there's no weapon sounds whenever you choose everything, like in Shadow's own game. My gosh.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, Shadow's
Could you
animations are
imagine?
way better when he gets an S rank as well. Like,
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
because Sonic does his breakdance, and then Shadow does like this like spinning flip thing, and it's like, okay, Shadow.
He's just an acrobat.
Shadow. And, oh, at the start of the game, I don't know, should I be speaking spoilers? I'm going to do it anyway. At the start of the game,
You can do it.
Shadow, when he's on the Ark, he finds the fake Chaos Emerald from Sonic Adventure 2 that Tails made.
Oh.
And he's like, oh my gosh, Tails made it that well, that like, not even I could recognize it at first. Like,
Wow.
and I'm like, oh my gosh, Shadow complimented someone.
How dare he?
Shadow's good again. I like this version of Shadow. They need to stop.
They've figured out how to characterize him again.
Yeah, and then what I've been a bit confused about, because we went and watched all 3 episodes of like the prologue thingy and stuff, right?
Yeah.
When Shadow was on the Ark, and Rouge called him from Sonic's birthday party, right?
Yeah.
And then Shadow's like, I need to be here to see what GUN picked up. It was on the Ark. I'm like, excuse me?
Huh?
What? You
What
said
do you mean?
when we watched it, Shadow sensed it there himself, and then went and stole the ship from them.
Yeah. Somehow.
And now he's up
That
there like it's a
storyline's
mission
not
for
adding
GUN.
up.
I'm like, what? What is happening?
Oh.
Oh golly. I do have one problem with Shadow though again. Himself.
Okay.
He's doing it again. The silly Billy.
What's it?
Black Doom's like, oh, follow me and I can give you the answers. Like, yep, okay.
Oh.
like, Shadow,
Shadow
stop
does
this.
have critical thinking skills. But they don't display them that much.
I was like, Shadow, stop. Why? Why are you doing this? Well, why can't you simply like... Oh gosh.
They had to do it for the story, I guess.
Oh, really? And Shadow is nice to the Bio Lizard.
Oh,
I have battled... That's the only boss I've battled thus far, was the Bio Lizard.
he's nice to the biologist.
He's like, oh, you poor soul. Like...
Well, yeah, actually, okay.
Why? Because, yeah, it's like a tortured soul or something like that. Like... And Shadow's like, I'll put you out of your misery.
I suppose he probably feels like it's his brother, to be
Yeah,
honest.
basically.
He's like, you know what? You were designed to do the thing I was designed to do. You know what? This is fine.
He's just like, yeah, I'll help you put yourself out of your misery and all that. I'm like, okay, Shadow.
Oh,
That was like the most nice and like
wholesome.
cruelest thing you could say. It's really confusing. And then the Bio Lizard
I don't think
buff
I've ever felt bad for the biolizard before.
Yeah. I think the first time I felt bad for him was when I saw that picture in the journal of the little tiny lizard that
The
Maria was
little
holding.
one. Oh.
They really try to characterize the Bio Lizard.
He has his own personality.
Oh, God. And like, yeah, the Bio Lizard boss battle though. My gosh, I was confused.
Oh goodness. Okay.
It took me and I got it all recorded because that's what's going to be in the background of this podcast.
Yeah.
It took me forever to figure out how to actually be, like, to battle the boss.
Really?
Yeah.
That
Like, there's a
confusing?
part, right, where you had to use, like, chaos control, and he fires out this, like, big purple orb at you, and you have to, like, knock it back at him. And it's like,
Yeah.
I could not figure out what to do. Like, I was using chaos control, and I'm like, what's happening here? Because, like, when this purple orb hit the ground, it, like, multiplied into many little purple orbs for a moment. And I thought I had to use chaos control
Okay.
and climb them up to him because you had to do that previously.
Yeah.
And, like, no, you actually have to, like, chaos control and then hit this massive purple orb back at him. It's like, it doesn't say that anywhere. How was I meant to know?
That's a good question, actually. Yeah.
Shadow's like, oh yeah, chaos control will handle this. I'm like, okay.
Can it? Show me, buddy.
I use chaos control and nothing seems to happen. I was really confused. Oh my god. Oh, and you know, like the Sonic Heroes, like the little flying bots from Sonic Heroes?
Flying bots?
Like the flying, like Eggman's flying robots. Sonic Heroes.
Oh, yeah.
Like the main ones. In this game, if you use the Chaos Spear on them, it does like the electricity thingy that Tails' attacks do in Heroes.
Oh,
And that made me very happy.
yes.
I was like, that is such a good reference.
That's amazing.
Oh my god. So that's sort of like, oh my
Ha.
gosh. Yes.
The little design is what matters.
Yeah, the little things. And then like Black Doom's creatures are there. Black Doom looks really creepy now that he's actually in like high definition.
Who would have guessed having a higher resolution would make him look like he's supposed to?
Yeah. And I think Maria and Professor Gerald Robotnik might be stuck in the light void somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah. Shadow saw them from like across the river and he's like, don't think of dreams, Shadow. Just stay focused.
Fair enough.
It's like, okay, Shadow.
Don't blame the guy.
Yeah, and Shadow's like... And then there's like 3 other collectibles that you can get in the stages. Like, he doesn't have red rings.
Oh.
They're like 3 different ones. Like, they're basically like the gears from Frontiers, essentially.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then like one of them like opens like a chest that gives you artwork. One of them opens one that gives you like music and stuff. Like,
Oh, okay. So it's just, yeah.
yeah,
Little collectible stuffs.
yeah, more collectibles, fun collectibles, more collectibles though. My gosh, I'll tell you what though. The first stage of
What?
Shadow, the arc, like the space colony arc, it's like 5 minutes long.
Really?
I was like, my gosh, this is such a long stage. Oh god. It kind of reminds me of like not the stage length, however, like the way it controls, because like Frontiers is like an evolution of Forces' controls, right?
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of like sort of Forces stages, except longer and with more stuff in them.
Interesting.
Because it's a more generic like Sonic game. It's not like mostly open
Yeah,
world,
yeah.
and then those absolutely horrid stages from Frontiers.
Frontiers needs to learn.
With some slightly good ones as well every now and then from Frontiers.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Frontiers, the shadow stages in this game should be what the cyberspace stages should have been in Frontiers.
Okay.
They're really good. I've played the Space Colony arc in Rail Canyon, and Rail Canyon looks amazing.
Oh.
It's alright, there's not as glitchy.
There's no glitches this time.
It is pretty finicky though, like the rails, like
Is it?
ironically.
Oh my goodness. I
I'll
hate
feel
those
that.
rails.
Sadly, no Tails saying his head's spinning either, which makes me sad. I mean, I don't know if they really could have done that.
Probably not.
What does disappoint me with Rail Canyon is there seems to be a lot of it missing.
Oh.
Like what would have happened? Like in Heroes, like there's parts where you go inside the trains and stuff,
Yeah.
and then there's like parts where you get like fired out of this massive like turret thing,
Yeah.
and none of that's in it.
Aww.
I was like, oh, okay, it's fine.
Okay.
Not to mention that they put 2 rail grinding stages back to back, like the Space Colony arc and and then Rail
Actually,
Canyon.
yeah, that's interesting.
It's like this is too many. It's too many.
Done with them now.
Oh golly. Well, because like they each have 2 acts as well. I'm not
Yeah.
the biggest fan of the second acts either. Like they're not 2D. However, they're like kind of like angled 2D.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of strange. I
Got a
don't know.
weird. It's a 2 3D.
2.5D.
Yeah, there we go.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about it. Shadow does control as like as sort of as strangely, I guess, as Frontiers Sonic does. However, as well as Sonic Frontiers Sonic does, it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
They didn't fix the thing in Frontiers that I can't stand though, where like you can't use the dash, like the boost twice in the air if you like reset it off something. That
Oh.
always gets me, because in Generations you can.
Yeah.
Like you boost, say you boost into like a ring, and then it like flings you forward. You can't do it again with Shadow, which is the same thing out of Frontiers. And it's like, oh my gosh, why?
Oh.
It's frustrating. I'll tell you what as well though.
What?
In Space Colony Arc, I got lost a bit sometimes, or confused a bit.
Lost.
Only because there's that many visual effects happening on screen, which look nice. However, they cover the screen. They're worse than the bloopers from Mario Kart. Like, it's like I don't know what's happening here. I'm boosting.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on anymore, but just running.
Oh, and the fake chaoses are there.
Oh.
I was super happy. There's a whole like challenge mission where you have to defeat loads of fake chaoses.
Yes.
In the arc. As soon as I saw them, I'm like, yay!
Yeah.
They're back. They put
Bringing
way
all
too
the
much
stuff
effort into
back.
this side game that I think is actually going to be longer than Base Generations.
Probably. It sounds like it is.
Yeah, and I was wrong. I think when we were looking at the trailer and I thought I saw Sky Troops,
Oh, yeah?
I think that was simply the white overworld,
Oh.
and it makes me sad because I like Sky Troops a lot.
Well.
Oh well. Anyway, yeah, I really like it thus far.
That's good, though.
Oh god. Any little things before we get to the polls?
No, I think that's it.
I think that's it as well. What shall our poll be today? Serving it up Gary way. Gary's way. But what was our poll like last week?
We had nothing.
Nothing. It's fine.
Nothing.
What shall our poll be today?
I don't know. Something about,
Xenoblade.
something. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Something about that, or Halo, or Nintendo music, or something.
Something. Work it out. No, my god.
Yeah.
Anyway. Is this the last of the Fire Emblem stuff?
Yep.
And?
Mr. Owain one.
Hey.
Yep.
Alright.
That's it.
That's it. Okie dokie. Anyway, yeah, considering this episode went on for a while, good.
Longer than I thought it would, actually.
I hope everybody enjoyed this episode. Thank you for listening, and we shall be back in episode number 36. Cheers, everyone.
Goodbye.